Well, I guess just kind of to start, how would you assess maybe your start to the year on the mound, just kind of where you're at and just how things are going for you so far?
Yeah, I think I'm just really grateful to be here. Really happy that Coach Johnson's given me the opportunity to pitch here and give me a lot of opportunities to kind of do what I've been dreaming to do my whole life. So, yeah, I think the year started off good, and there's some things I definitely want to work on, and there's some things that I'm happy that things that I'm happy with that has gone so far. But yeah, I think it's gone good so far. But going to continue to get better throughout the year.
This weekend against Missouri, what was working for you better?
I want to say I think Sunday probably my changeup was working better. I think I had first strikeout on like 3 changeups, which doesn't happen often for me. So I was happy to see that. Saturday, I think just my fastball and my breaking ball were working pretty well too. So I was happy to kind of see the 3 pitches working in 2 separate days to kind of just round out the weekend. So yeah, I was happy to see those 3.
When things weren't working for you quite as well, like it was the week before that, what are kind of the differences between, I guess, the outings? I guess the best way to put it.
I mean, pitching things aren't going to work for you sometimes. So it's kind of it's part of having like a bigger arsenal, I guess you can say. If curveball's not working for you, maybe your slider is, and if your slider's not working for you, maybe your curveball is, or if neither, maybe your changeup's working. So yeah, it's just kind of having the ability to kind of know what's working or know what's not working, and being able to use the certain pitches that you have that day, and really to Coach Yeski, what you have on and what doesn't work. So yeah, it's just kind of knowing where your body's at.
How do you keep things as normal as possible when you're not playing here?
Just you have a routine, and you just got to stick to your routine as much as you can. Frisco and Globe Life for their first times traveling this year, so we haven't had a lot of experience traveling yet. But you just going on the road, you just got to have your routine and stick with it. And they do a really great job of kind of making it like home as much as you can whenever you travel. So they're really great with that, and just kind of sticking with what you know.
I believe this is the first time it's happened, but last week was the first time you didn't. I believe you pitched in the midweek game, but then you pitched a couple times on the weekend. Just how did that help you or hurt you? I mean, just talk about like why pitching on the weekend has helped, or maybe not pitching on the midweek games maybe helped you in the weekends.
Yeah, I think I started off the year kind of starting midweek, so it was the first time coming out of the bullpen. And I think going down the stretch in the SEC, I think I'll be more of a help out of the bullpen than starting midweek. So I think kind of getting that experience out of the bullpen and working out of there has helped me, and I think will help me going forward into SEC play. And yeah, I mean, I think just kind of the experience out of the bullpen will be a big help moving forward.
How does the changeup help your entire arsenal? What does it sort of play off of?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge help. Anybody that can subtract like that in this league is going to have a lot of success. And I think it plays off my fastball well. Just kind of, it gives it kind of the same look, but just with a different speed. And being able to have a ball that goes arm side as well as a fastball is always a lot of help when you have 2 other pitches going to your glove side. So.
Going on the road in SEC can't be easy. Are you a guy that maybe gets a little pregame jitters, or you just kind of calm on the way through when you step on the mound?
I like to be as calm as I can. Playing in the SEC, there's always going to be excitement going into a game. It's the best league in college baseball, so you're always going to have excitement, maybe a little nervousness. But if you do everything you can leading up to it and preparing yourself in the right way, you just kind of lean on your preparation going into it.
Anything Coach Yeski stressed for you guys as a bullpen staff to be better in this series that you didn't do so well against Missouri?
Yeah, I think the big thing is just kind of getting early and ahead. First 2 out of 3 pitches should be strikes. And a big stressor that he talks to the bullpen about is getting the first guy out that you face. Facing the first guy, you're usually coming to the game to get that specific guy at that moment. So just putting all your focus into getting that guy, and then once you get that guy, you get the next guy. So it's just kind of chopping down one guy at a time instead of worrying about how many outs you have or stuff like that.
Kason Evans talked about how in the big inning on Saturday, how he kind of like the breathing techniques and so some of the things that he did to sort of I guess calm down. What do you sort of do in those sort of situations that sort of like do you use breathing as that technique as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm a believer that you're going to be in those situations, and you're also not going to be in those situations. So it's kind of treating when you're not in those situations, treating it the same as when you are. You have your pre-pitch routine or pre-hit routine if you're a hitter. So, yeah, it's just keeping it the same regardless. You can't make a bigger moment of it than it is. Pressure situations like that are a privilege. So you just kind of have to enjoy being out there, and you got to be thankful that they trust you to be out there in that situation. So, yeah, it's just kind of keeping the same mentality and the same routine with every pitch.
What's your routine?
I just like to take a deep breath and step on the rubber. I like to watch myself stepping on the rubber. It kind of helps ground myself, and then I'll look to the plate and I'll visualize, the pitch I'm going to throw, and then I'll execute it.
Sorry, I guess just how excited are you to take this thing on the road and kind of get your first taste of the SEC road environment? Just what do you think that's going to be like?
I'm really excited. Growing up as a kid, you always dream of playing in the SEC, playing on weekends in the SEC. So kind of seeing this come to life is really a blessing. So I'm extremely excited to kind of get over there and give my best.
Do you think this would be the most electric environment you pitched in front of on the road, besides here, obviously? Yeah,
I would probably say Globe Life was pretty awesome to pitch at. But, yeah, it's the first road SEC series, and there's a lot of LSU fans in Texas. So there's also, they're going to pack it out because we're LSU, So, it's going to be an electric experience, and I'm excited to kind of to use that going forward.
Have you used the new football facility as I guess, recovery center?
Yeah, I have. I went and did some cryo and stuff like that, and it's always nice to have a wonderful place like that to kind of go and recover and get your body right.
Do a lot of you guys go over there, and what do you sort of do? You mentioned cryo, but is there anything else?
Yeah, there's a good amount of guys. They do some red light therapy and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a long season, long grueling season. So and it'll catch up on you quick if you don't stay on top of it. So just making sure you have your body healthy and doing everything you can to recover. And they've given us the best chance to do that.
Are there any aspects of your body that feel more recovered because of this stuff?
Just the body as a whole. You do whatever you can to hydrate and eat well, and that just makes your body run better than if you're kind of behind on all those things. So it's just kind of how you're feeling as a whole.
Did you have any idea they had this stuff when you came here?
I didn't until I got here. I think all that stuff over there is pretty new. So when I got here, I was pretty excited to hear about all the opportunities that we have to kind of better ourselves.
What changes for you when you're coming out of the bullpen and your job is to get 6 outs versus go as long as you can on Tuesday?
I think just the mindset of kind of getting one guy after the other. Eventually they're going to come tap you on the shoulder and tell you it's the next guy's turn. So just keeping your head down and focus on one batter at a time, one pitch at a time, and until your name is called to come out of the game. So it's really the same mindset, but it might be shorter spurts, and you might have to be ready quicker on the turnaround. So it's pretty much the same mindset, just focus on one pitch at a time and one batter at a time.
Obviously, you weren't here last year, but you probably heard that Will Helmers was kind of known to do the pregame speech sort of thing. Who's kind of taken that mental this year? I know Devin Sheeran started out with that, but I don't know if it's changed.
We've had a couple of different guys. Devin Sheeran, like you said, Cade Woods has done a few of them as well. Jared Jones obviously has done a couple, but it kind of gets the whole team involved. You have different guys that'll do it on different days. So it's good to see kind of the team come together right before the game to kind of show we're in this together, and whenever we face adversity, we're all have each other's backs.
Could you ever do it?
I don't know. I don't know if I have that type of personality to go around and do that, but if they needed me to, I could try.
All right. Good deal.
Thanks, Connor.
All good?
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you all.
Ken,
Thank you.
thanks, Connor.
All right, we'll bring up Daniel.
When you're turning a double play with Monster, what does he do that makes life easy, I guess?
I would say just practice and chemistry. We take ground balls basically every single day. It comes with preparation. It comes with working together. It comes with communication, hanging out outside of the field, just kind of understanding each other on more of a personal level and playing with each other. You kind of just gain the communication and the camaraderie with each other as you move on through the season. And so, a ground ball is hit to me, and I know he's going to be there, and same thing, vice versa.
Given how smooth he is with his hands in particular, was it kind of instant, though, at the same time?
Yeah, it was pretty quick. I've only been here for 6-7 months, so that's pretty quick for someone to bond as well as we have.
A lot of walks for you lately. Are pitchers starting to pitch to you differently after the starts of the season you've had?
I mean, I kind of got myself in a little trouble chasing earlier in the season. So I've been in the cages a lot recently working on like swing decision stuff. And so I think just the walks have come with me staying on my pitch more so just kind of just putting the ball in play. So, I mean, I got more pitches to hit earlier in the season, and now people are starting to know who I am. So I guess that is a testament to it. But I've also been working on some things in the cages as well.
So you hitting it too?
Yeah, I'm always good at that.
A bunch of times this year, Jay Johnson has called you a Jay Johnson kind of player. What do you think that is?
I mean, if I had to describe myself as a player, it would just be someone who works hard, runs around the field, causes chaos, brings energy, plays with a chip on his shoulder. I mean, when he played, obviously he's not the tallest guy, so people should definitely have looked over him. I mean, I wasn't the tallest guy. I was not the, like, scout's perfect player. So, I mean, I would just probably say the underdog who's going to cause havoc and play with his hair on fire, I guess.
Do you kind of embrace that underdog mentality and rising above it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just kind of who I am as a player. I look up to Dustin Pedroia a lot. Should be a Hall of Famer. I mean, he was electric for the Red Sox, played with his hair on fire, gritty, second baseman who just kind of did it all. And so, I mean, that's how I'm going to get to the big leagues, is working hard and just being a gritty player.
Big stakes this weekend. Both of you guys, I know they lost on Tuesday there, but some of the hottest teams in the country. How do you guys kind of approach that mentally, the opportunity this weekend?
Nothing different than what we've done all season. We prepare the same every single game, from game one to the last game of the season. So we're just kind of working in the cages, getting our swings in, getting our ground balls in, working as a team, and just staying the same, staying in our routine that we have been all year.
The chemistry between you and Steve in the middle of the infield seems pretty high right now.
Yeah.
Just how have y'all gone about developing that, and even in the season, what kind of returns are you seeing on that?
Yeah, we have fun playing baseball. We kind of just enjoy being out there together. We take pride in our defense, both of us. We don't just say, okay, try and make a play and then go hit. It's make an effect on the defensive side and then go have quality at-bats as well. I think you can have off days as an offensive player, and defensively that's some way that you can affect the game at all times, and that's more of a consistent way to work on that and affect the game. So I would just say, like, we have fun playing baseball and we work hard at it, and we just enjoy making plays together.
Do you think that off the field chemistry with the entire team, just having fun together, like you said, made y'all as good as y'all are to this point?
Yeah, definitely. Chemistry is one of the biggest things in any team if you're trying to go to places that you dream of. We have a crawfish boil tonight. It's my first time ever having like a boil. I've bought it from somewhere, but I'm really excited to go hang out with the whole team and just enjoy each other's company. But this is definitely one of the closest teams that I've been a part of.
Do you like crawfish?
I do, yeah. With the little, like, I don't know what it's called, but the tan sauce too. It's kind of spicy. I don't know what it's called, but that's good too.
Have you mastered peeling them yet?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
You guys are top 5 in a lot of offensive categories. I know a lot of that's non-conference based. Why do you think that can carry over in conference play?
Hitting is pretty similar no matter who the pitcher is. You all have to check certain points in your swing when you're watching video. It's just about timing, and I think we work a lot in the cages and we prepare better than anyone in the country on swing adjustments and timing and stuff like that. And so I think, honestly, just the difference that we have to make in the cages is now timing, now that the velo is going to jump up. But from a swing side, we don't really change. We just work on getting our foot down earlier and be on time for the heater that's a little bit firmer than what we've seen.
What have you learned about, I guess, timing and swing adjustments through being here? Because here they obviously have all the tools where you can find out that sort of stuff. Like, how have those tools sort of helped you, I guess?
I kind of rely on video a lot, and my mom's never missed a game that I've ever played, and so she always videos my at-bats, and so you'll see her up in the the parent section, videoing my at-bats still. And so sometimes I use those, and at Utah Valley I use those, And so I'm not really a metrics guy or anything like that. I'm kind of just a guy who watches videos, and I'm pretty good at feeling out my swing because at the end of the day, I had to make it myself from someone who didn't really have the opportunities that a lot of other people did.
What do you think about, going into road venues, big crowds, high stakes, high intensity? For you, what's that like?
Yeah, I'm excited. When the lights come on, the stars come out. It's always what I say. I shine when there's a lot of people out there. At Utah Valley, it was fun playing with friends, but there would be like 300 people there. Opening day, there was 11,000, and I went 3 for 4. Like, as soon as the stakes get higher, I just seem to rise, and I enjoy playing in front of a lot of people. So at the end of the day, it's just execution, playing the same game of baseball. I like to think of it as that I'm just playing wiffle ball in the backyard, have fun, and just do my thing.
Have you used the new football facility to sort of recover?
Yeah, once or twice. I just do the hot cold tub. Like I said, I have never really had the resources that a lot of people have, so I could be interested in it, but I'm also really big in my routine, and I mean the hot cold tub is kind of just what I do.
What's kind of your routine then?
A lot of mark proing. I think it helps release my legs a lot. I get pretty tight legs just from running around all over the place and trying to bring that energy every day. So I'm always running around, and I like to just work on keeping my legs loose.
What's mark proing?
Yeah, it's like a stem thing. You put like these little sticky pads on your muscles, and it like zaps them over and over, and your like legs twitch and stuff. Yeah.
I noticed you had this like pregame routine with Chris Martin, where he like hands you your bat, and you like push him.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Just bring the energy. That's what I got to do. I understand my role. It's not going to be someone who's quiet. It's going to be a leader. It's going to be someone who brings the energy. And no matter how I feel going into the field, no one cares. And I got to turn it on at some point. And so it's just some way for me to kind of just let it out and let's go.
I feel like a lot of guys on the team are like that, though. They bring the juice, they bring the energy.
Yeah, I think it's a fun place to play here. And if you're not going to bring the energy, then you won't really fit in.
You mentioned Chris Martin. Like, what has he done to sort of help your weight training? Because you said you've gained quite a bit since you've gotten here, right?
Yeah, definitely just going in there every single day. He has a good plan for us. Each and every person on the team works out. We all go to him if we feel something, and he just works on getting us stronger, faster, making us feel the best that we can, and it's just been a blessing having him in my corner.
Good.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Danny.
Appreciate it.